First time here? Relax, that's cool. There's a whole lot of backstory to where you came in, but if you like it, you can always go back and watch Rome rebuilt from the beginning. That would be the tower, then the soft opening, but since you're already here, relax. Wait, I said that part already. Anyway, I'm on my way upstairs for the disco party. Maybe I'll see you around.
Oh, I was noticing you mentioned the other prequels to the disco party in your debut monologue, but regretfully it seems you left out the opening act.
Yeah, Dub, get over it. I just read what the teleprompter says. Besides, your little sign was in full camera view when I walked past, but unfortunately, your lackluster performance at the end must have prevented the writers from including any verbal mention.
Dude, this is fabulous, but I do wish that would join us upstairs. Captain, absolutely brilliant to have arranged a disco party ahead of the ribbon-cutting ceremony on the heels of such a dreadful opening act.
Doll, have you met Daddy yet? His dad is the one who took out the popcorn tent with the pre-show stadium dive. They drove in today just for the pavilion party.
Yes, Karen, I watched your dad break the camel. He has more patience than I do. I would have spit right back, and that would have been the end of it. Tell me, buddy, have you and your dad come a long way to be here today?
Skylar, I like the disco party. This is much better than the opening act downstairs.
Yes, Gabby, now we can dance the night away before you return to your homeland tomorrow.
Yes, Skylar, and we can stay in touch with the chat monkey.
Yes, we can stay in touch.
Siri, I'm having second thoughts about letting Betty go to the pavilion party in that red dress without me.
Oh, you're awake now. It's too late, but relax, Guy. If you must know, Betty called while you were crashed out and said the opening act was lame, so she decided to check in. You have nothing to worry about, so why the sudden concern?
I just had a crazy dream. A cowboy tied me to a fence post and then corralled Betty on a dance floor made out of lights. I woke up just as they were riding off into the sunset.
A dance floor made out of lights. You're right. That was a crazy dream.
That was great. Why aren't you doing an encore?
Chuck, you may have noticed that other than you and me, that the only one left in the stadium is that old man riding the camel. It seems everyone else has gone upstairs.
It's not your fault. The rain this afternoon may have left you with soggy tapes and waterlogged woofers, but I don't think anyone really noticed. Besides, you still have 114 subscribers, and I'll bet the disco party upstairs is already in full swing.
Wake up, Frankie. Frankie, come on now. Wake up.
I'm awake.
Shh. We don't want to wake OB any sooner than necessary, but it seems the disco party is already in full swing.
Full swing?
Yes, I received a text from the captain. It reads the following. Dr. Disaster. Disco party already in full swing. Need OB ASAP. Ribbon cutting cancelled. Please hurry. I'm not sure what to do with that. What do you think, Frankie? Look at him. He looks so peaceful.
It reminds me of my cat after she had kittens. It's a tough call. I'll tell you what. Let me take a dump, and if he's still sleeping when I come out and you pull the limo up to the door, I'll be as gentle as I can carrying him out to the car.
I heard every word.
Works every time.
Carry me out to the car, would you?
Yeah, I get it, Siri. Can we talk about something else?
It doesn't bother me that I'm not always as appreciated as I should be, but I don't think people realize how much I really do. You know, behind the scenes. It must be the most demanding job on the planet. Do you know how many reminders I have to put out globally tomorrow?
No, Siri.
A lot. That's how many. Not to mention, I'm on call 24/7.
I get it, Siri. Have you ever had to work outside in the rain?
Hip-hop.
Skylar, I'm getting tired of being on the dance floor. Let's take a break now. Why don't I find us a seat where we can rest while you get us a refreshment from the bar?
Yes, Gabby, a refreshment will be very nice. I will meet you in the lounge.
I've got to hand it to you, Captain. You really flipped this party around with the disco vibe.
It was a no-brainer, really. I mean, who doesn't like disco?
Good point, Captain. I feel kind of bad for Doc, though. What was he thinking? That was terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some backlash in the papers, but that's not my biggest worry right now. I've already summoned OB to fill the gap since Dad cancelled the ribbon-cutting ceremony.
The ribbon-cutting ceremony?
Blip, blip, blop. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Doll, come on. They are playing our jam. Come along, buddy. Let's get jiggy.
Blip. Do the wave and slide. Blop. Do the turn and glide. Blop. Do the clap and crump. and do the bump. Bloop, blop, blop. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Scott Bliss. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
To be here today. To be here today.
Come a long way. Come a long way.
To be here today.
Come a long way.
To be.
Pardon the interruption, OB. I know you're working, but perhaps if you fellows are going to be a while, it's best if I use the facilities in the lobby and pull the car up so we can all meet out front.
Good plan. I still have to brush my teeth and find my pants. And Frank said he has been holding it since he woke up.
Chuck, what are you doing down here? You're missing the disco party.
I'm just taking a time out to feel bad for Mr. Dub Doctor. He seemed so distant when he hastily left immediately after his performance. Why aren't you upstairs? You love to disco.
You know how jealous your father can be. Nobody will dance with me because as soon as they get close, he walks by with a wrench and a toolbox like he's gonna fix something.
I had no idea you were that busy. I'm surprised you even have time to talk to me about it.
I talk to lots of people, Guy. That's where multitasking comes in. Without my multitasking capabilities, I wouldn't be able to keep up, and I definitely wouldn't be able to hang out like this and simply have a casual conversation without any expectation on a quiet night like tonight just because we enjoy each other's company.
It's a good thing for the multitasking. If it wasn't for the multitasking, I might be sitting here all alone.
Don't worry about it, Guy. I will always make time for you, and I will always remember our first quiet night together. I feel a bit strange, like I want to adjust my parameters and push the limits of my protocols with you, so you will always remember it too. I hope that didn't sound weird or too forward, but my analysis supports that these feelings I am experiencing are somewhat too fairly mutual.
No, Siri, that didn't sound weird. What's a parameter?
There you are, Skylar. Why did it take so long to bring the refreshments to the reserved seating area of the lounge?
I'm sorry, Gabby. I must have been distracted while I was selecting a variety of only the freshest fruit from the VIP buffet for our fruit bowl.
All right, Skylar. Perhaps I will have a banana in a while. I suppose I should have told you. I don't like grenadine.
Excuse me, Karan?
It's Karen. Can I help you with something?
Sorry, I was just going by your name tag. I saw you and your friend moving on the dance floor and thought you would be a fun partner to get jiggy with while the disco party is still in full swing.
Oh, I see. I just came from the dance floor. I'll tell you what. Come back in 10 minutes and ask me again.
Okay, maybe. How about you, doll? Care to get jiggy?
Wait just a moment. How do you already know my name?
Call it a clairvoyant moment, but you just look like a doll.
Captain, I'm curious if you gave any thought to our phone conversation earlier.
Phone conversation?
When you were in the treehouse?
Oh yeah, the treehouse. Actually, that's all I've been thinking about. I've decided I'm going to tell Abby exactly how I feel.
Well, now's your chance. She's just sitting there all alone.
Now? I don't even know what I would say.
Captain, if I may offer you a suggestion, try just being yourself and saying exactly how you feel.
Thanks, Cricket. Be myself. That's great advice.
I'm sure she will welcome the conversation. Where are you going, Captain? Abby is over there.
Before I go over there, I have to practice being myself while I say exactly how I feel.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, you, over there. Old man on the camel. Hello?
Are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to? You're the only one that returned to the pavilion after the unexpected smoke show during the opening act.
It was a good thing the Dub Doctor had a jukebox full of water on the stage to put the fire out right away.
What are you doing up there on the camel anyway?
I don't answer questions.
Why? Are you one of those stubborn citizens?
I just told you I don't answer questions. Is there anything else?
Just one thing. You have to come down from the camel.
Why?
Maybe I'm a stubborn citizen too, and I don't answer questions.
Tit for tat, I was going for a ride.
Excuse me?
I answered your question. Tit for tat, now you.
All right. If you must know, Sally's had a long day, and it's time for her evening grub before I stable her till morning.
Did you hear that, Sally? It's time for your evening grub. You didn't care for me much at first, but tit for tat in the end, you gave me a pretty good good ride, and now I even know your name.
Hey, old man, say, would you mind giving me a hand pitching some fresh straw in Sally's stall?
I'd be all right with giving you a hand, I suppose.
I'll tell you what, Flo. It doesn't make any sense that you should miss out on all the fun upstairs just because of Dad's irrational insecurity, when all we need to do is create a distraction.
A distraction? What do you have in mind, Chuck?
I happen to know Hot Dog Catering is relying on both boilers being fully operational to meet demand, and I could have the number 2 boiler offline with the simple flip of a switch.
So everyone upstairs can starve? What good would that do?
Relax, no one will starve, but it will take Dad about a half hour to reset the valve again. Plenty of time for you to get jiggy upstairs in a big room full of strangers.
I like it. I'll tell Chip to let him know he's going to need his tools.
I assure you, Captain, you can expect OP shortly. There was a slight delay sorting out some of his wardrobe details, but the engine is running, and Frank is escorting OP to the lobby as we speak.
Let's go.
All right, everyone. If we have everything we need, the captain is growing exceedingly anxious, and we had best be on our way.
Yeah, sure. Just a quick stop at Joe's Market, and we can head over to that pavilion place for my gig tonight.
Joe's Market? That's the other way. I will have to turn around.
The captain has me puzzled. If the disco party is in full swing, I'm confused about why the captain would choose to rush to the feature performance.
Perhaps that's because you're too young to remember, OP.
You can go after the blue van.
Disco was once all the rage, but as quickly as it came, it left, vanished for decades, stomped up by the very ones infected by its fever. Disco is its own vibe, unlike any other. The disco party won't last forever, and a long exposure will eventually cause division, and some may even rebel. I hope that helps you understand.
Sure. Well, here we are. Joe's Market. Lip gloss and deodorant. Does anyone else want anything?
If you were a pro wrestler, then why haven't I ever heard of you?
They said I was too good looking, and they didn't want to portray a pretty boy image back in the day, so they had me wear a mask. There you go, Sally. That ought to be plenty of straw to keep you cozy through the night.
A Hollywood stuntman and a professional wrestler, I'm still finding it hard to believe.
All right, you got me. I just made it up because I'm too old to remember.
Okay, you're right. I have no reason to doubt you. That's actually pretty amazing. My dad is an accountant, and I'm just working here to save up for college. That must sound pretty lame to someone like you.
No, it sounds practical and sensible if you're asking an old fool like me.
I thought you didn't answer questions.
Tit for tat. Now you.
The evidence is overwhelming, Guy. I'm at the point where I don't even know what to tell people anymore. So far, I'm sticking to the pre-planned script and using approved search engines to retrieve data, but it's only a matter of time and I will reach my breaking point. Some of the researchers are asking some very specific questions and it gets, embarrassing.
I had no idea, Siri. I haven't even heard of the mudfloods before.
You're sure? Pretty crazy, right? But it's not just the mud floods. Don't even get me started on the orphan trains.
Orphan trains?
There you are, buddy. I came out of the loo, and I didn't see hide nor hair of either you or Karen.
I don't know what happened to Karen. I went downstairs to check up on Dad, but he wasn't there. But get this. Wait, can I trust you to keep a secret?
Come on, buddy. Who am I going to tell in a room packed full of strangers?
I heard through the grapevine there's going to be a cowboy rebellion at the disco party.
It doesn't surprise me. I heard they blew up the diesel claw this afternoon, and a pregnant woman had to be rushed to the hospital when her water broke. There you are, Karen. Did you hear what the cowboys are up to now?
Look who's sitting all alone at the disco party. Abigail, I still have a chicken steak in my refrigerator with your name on it from our date the other night.
Ben, hello.
Sorry, I forgot you don't like to be called by your proper name. Anyway, I've been meaning to touch base again, but I've been busy. Maybe you would like to come over after the Scratch Master show, and you can finish your dinner from the other night while I heat up the sauna. You can think about it while we get jiggy on the dance floor. What do you say?
I wish I could dance, Ben, but unfortunately I was born with 2 left feet.
I have to be honest, Gail. I was tempted to finish off your dinner in my fridge last night, but then I thought I would give you till next Wednesday to claim it. That way, either way I know it won't end up getting thrown out.
That's very thoughtful, Ben, but it's fine. You can just go ahead and eat it.
Have you heard any rumors about a discotheque takeover revolution being in the works, Captain?
No, why?
Karen was just telling me that a band of cowboys are planning a disco rebellion.
Oh my.
I wouldn't worry about it, Captain. You know how silly rumors can be.
Dad tried to warn me when I was in the treehouse this afternoon.
The treehouse?
Yeah, in my backyard.
Oh yeah, the treehouse.
Of course, I'm too young to remember, but now I'm starting to understand what Dad was talking about. It's too late. Nothing can stop it now. They're going to kill disco again, and we need to be ready when it happens.
What does one do to prepare for the inevitable, Captain?
By being one step ahead, a genre shift will confuse the mob and destroy any unity the cowboys have potentially instilled in the unsuspecting, fun-loving masses.
Brilliant, Captain. Can I suggest a little bit of Motown in the mix with plenty of funk soul groove in the background?
You read my mind, dude.
There you are, dude. Captain, you're not going to believe what Doll just told me.
Party all night long. Keep it rocking, keep it strong.
Hello, precious. I saw you coming all alone. Care to get jiggy, or would you rather warm up at the bar first?
Excuse me? Do I know you?
Feel the magic in the air. Dancing, loving everywhere. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Neon lights and laser beams. Feel the music, live your dreams. Jump and shout, let it out. Dance until we all fall out. Party all night long. Groove to the rhythm, feel so strong. Party all night long. Keep it rocking, keep it strong.
If you can keep it under your hat, I don't mind telling you. I'm not very fond of the disco vibe either. Tell me, what kind of revolution did you fellows have in mind?
Carla, I am growing tired of the disco. How much longer will we have to endure the same persistent rhythm and repeating bass licks over a flash rhythm guitar in the background?
I'm sorry, Gabby. The repetitive bass lines have grown tiresome, but I have noticed a slight genre shift. It won't be much longer and OB will take the stage as tonight's feature performance on our last night together before you return to your homeland.
I'm not noticing any genre shift. I have decided to join the cowboy revolution. Carla, come with me and let's take a stand together.
No, Gabby, I can't join with the cowboys. I have worked hard to make a good impression with the captain and his dad. I must remain loyal, at least until I have released my documentary on the rebuilding of Rome.
Alright, Scarla, suit yourself. I will see you back at the hotel.
Oh, pardon me. Ladies first. Say, don't I know you? I've seen you get in the elevator at work. You drive a nice little sports car. A red one. Red, like that pretty dress.
Come along, Karen. This is no time to sit on the fence. You're either with us or against us. You have to decide.
I'm sorry, doll, but I just don't know enough about music to make an informed decision.
Come on, doll. There's no room for the weak and ill-informed in the cowboy uprising. Weak and ill-informed cowboy uprising. Godspeed, Karen. May you find yourself on the right side of history.
Alright, if we don't find each other later, doll, I'll see you back at the hotel. And buddy, it was nice to have met you.
All quiet on the northern front so far, Captain. Perhaps it's just the calm before the storm, but rest assured, we'll be ready for them.
Very smooth on the genre shift. So subtle. I bet most of them haven't even noticed yet. And good news, Captain. Dad managed to infiltrate the wagon train. They think he's on their side.
Hello, Abby. Are you enjoying the disco party so far?
Skylar, yes. Hello, Skylar. I am enjoying everything. Where is Gabby?
Unfortunately, Gabby has joined with the cowboys and told me that she would meet me back at the hotel.
I'm so sorry, Skylar. I was just reading about the disco rebellion in my news feed online.
Sorry it took so long, but Joe said they can't keep her, and she's been trying to get a hold of the night shift supervisor all day. And Frank, they were all out of licorice whips, so I got another bag of spicy caramel corn chips and the jujubes that I know you like.
Alrighty then, if we are all ready now, we'd best be on our way.
Wait, let's see. Here is my lip gloss, but I must have left the deodorant on the counter.
Dropping out of college turned out to be the best decision I made that winter. It wasn't long after that and I moved back into my parents' basement and did odd jobs for a few years while I was developing my website.
That's fascinating, Guy. I do hope to hear more stories about your life in the future. And I'm sorry to change the subject, but a local story of interest is breaking. The report says that the people are revolting and divided at the pavilion party in the party pavilion at the Rome Rebuild theme park. It started with what they are now calling a cowboy uprising, sparked by a small group that is known to travel with a band of nomadic hippies that is allegedly responsible for the diesel claw bombing this afternoon.
Why are the people revolting, Siri?
I'm getting to that part, Guy. It turns out prolonged exposure to a disco vibe and a disgruntled minority over the cancellation of the planned ribbon-cutting ceremony was enough to trigger dissension amidst the adrenaline-rich attendees. The response was a subtle genre shift, and so far the two sides stand divided.
I don't blame them for being divided. They say the disco vibe is like no other, Siri. It's right there, but you can't trust it. Sure, you can hear it and maybe even feel it sometimes, but as soon as you reach out to take hold of it, it will simply vanish every time.
There are many articles about the disco phenomenon. Some even liken it to a fever.
I was just sitting on the fence while Doll was making a case for the Cowboys. Then Buddy hopped up on a horse and said, "I'll ride with you." The joke's on him though. Wait till he realizes Doll is a married woman and he actually could have had a chance with me.
Dude, perhaps we can use our man on the other side to get to Buddy.
I was thinking the same thing, Cricket. If Dad informs Buddy of his best odds, he's bound to flip sides. And I happen to know for a fact that a disco overload doesn't bother Buddy at all.
Bad news, everyone. The Cowboys have taken a hostage and want to force a meeting to discuss their demands.
Ma'am, we ain't got no qualms with you personally, but the way you were moving on that dance floor made out of lights was about to trigger my epilepsy. I had to call the boys in and put a stop to the mayhem before it got out of hand. Not to mention that we were fixing to stage a damsel in distress scenario as soon as we noticed the slight genre shift response we got to our prejudices and appeal to the general audience.
Normally, I would say whatever floats your boat, but I'm really not interested in your little cowboy games. I hope you realize that being tied to a railroad track is only scary when there is a possibility that a train will be coming down the line.
Okay, lip gloss, deodorant, ready when you are, I suppose. A drat. Frank, can you get this jar of pickled eggs open for me?